Hello, I'm Jared Rich, a Welsh American Chief Actualization Officer, or CAO, and growth coach for Chinese elites in the US in my own business. I'm not a memoirist, nor am I a mentor. I'm a coach with an empirical evidence-based approach designed not to explain my success to you, but rather to coach you to find your success. Diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts should work from the top to the bottom rather than from the bottom to the top, as those at the top tend to be in most need of the introduction to DEI. A question I get a lot is, why do you coach Chinese in the US? A powerful question that for me reveals a lot about motives and motivation. Motivation is a fundamental topic of interest in positive psychology, as well as in the ideas presented in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which Maslow called a theory of motivation, a theory that has resonated with people worldwide. I believe that everyone should do what makes them most happy, successful, and brings positivity to the world. That is why I do the work that I do. That is why I coach Chinese in the US. However, that is often not the answer people are looking for. Allow me to explain more fully why I succeed in what I do, which is more often the answer many people are really expecting. In 2014, I started college at Salt Lake Community College to earn an associate degree in sociology. Among the first courses I took was a summer semester class in Chinese, combining two classes into one and covering the first year of Chinese. It was a great experience for me, and I'm still in touch with the professor, who to this day is one of my favorite professors. I graduated with high honors in 2016 from SLIC and transferred to Westminster College to earn a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology and a Certificate of Honors. I was also inducted into Saikai, the International Honor Society, in 2018. After graduating with a bachelor's degree in late 2018, I began to conceptualize this coaching business with the help of a great business coach I met through LinkedIn, who is from China and wanted to help ESL teachers start their own business. I had been teaching ESL to children in China via an online platform while I studied Chinese. In early 2019, I started this coaching business with the simple mission of empowering Chinese elites in the US to achieve a new level of success with social and cultural knowledge and skills. From there, I began a degree at Chinese in Weber State University to begin the second year of Chinese and earned an Associate of Chinese in 2019, transferring to the University of Utah to work on a Bachelor of Arts in Chinese. When the pandemic reached the US in 2019, the school switched to online, and I ultimately stopped attending, but instead applied for an online MBA program at Westminster College in hopes of improving my business knowledge and expanding my coaching repertoire. People have often stated that what I chose to study in college is a waste of money, worthless, or even evil. Often the same people have not so much as taken a handful of courses in the subjects that I have degrees in. It has always been a fun and rewarding challenge for me to discover the applications and usefulness of the topics that I'm passionate about and studied in college. However, I really only knew that I was onto something worthwhile when someone completed the first program I had designed and said, "Everyone who comes to the US from China should take this program." That is how I knew that what I studied does in fact have value. When the pandemic began and ultimately reached the US, with my education, I suspected there would be some trouble for Chinese and Asians more broadly. I had been advocating for more attention to the hate that was pushed on the Asian community, the invisibility in research, and the general misgivings that occur in the US. The Stop Asian Hate movement began to develop, and I watched carefully, wanting to be a part of it as an ally, without attempting to take the wheel or speak over people it matters most to. In an internal survey among my followers and connections, I was saddened to learn that 81% of Chinese respondents in the US indicated that they had seen a lot of negative or false images, news, or messages about Asians in the US, always, usually, or sometimes, while only 3% indicated that they had never. When asked if they fear for their own safety and security in the US, 61% of Chinese respondents in the US indicated that they did fear for their own safety and security in the US, sometimes, usually, or always. Only about 8% indicated that they had never. This is an indication of a more serious problem than I had previously imagined. I'm also very tired of seeing negative talk, specifically about Chinese in China, all over American social media. America does a great job at understanding the concept of hate speech and hate crimes when it involves race. When it comes to nationality or national origin, however, there is clearly still a big problem. Chinese in America deserve better than this. Asians in America deserve better than this. Will you help me use my unusual education in social science to research better solutions and approaches to the negativity? America has a dark past regarding our attitude toward Asians. In some ways, America has not made very great advancements in this area. I feel strongly that we can do better and should do better. Donations provided will be used to research better solutions and approaches to the negativity and hate, and will go to coaching those who are interested in my coaching, regardless of their current circumstances. By donating, you will help me fulfill the vision to become a powerful source of guidance for Chinese in America to be treated equitably and to assist them in understanding American cultural values, equipping them with skills to navigate American society, and guiding more Chinese to live their best life in the U.S. and contribute their psychological strengths to America and the world. By supporting my efforts, you support education and being informed. You support liberty for Chinese in America, including the freedom of migration. Chinese are the only racial group ever to be targeted by name for exclusion from immigration to the U.S., and this is often buried, ignored, or downplayed. By supporting my efforts, you support justice for Chinese in America, the kind of justice that has not been found in America's courts for Chinese in America. By supporting my efforts, you support equity and equality for Chinese in America. As a coach, I am very busy, and I cannot do everything that I envision myself. Your support means that I can hire additional staff to accomplish even more and to dive into areas that are less important for coaching purposes, but are very important for the overall mission, vision, values, and goals. Self-advocacy is a good thing, but more answers are needed, and the burden ought to be shared equitably. There is currently an abundance of problems that should not be addressed by coaching alone. By supporting me, you help me to give those problems the attention they deserve. Thank you.